morning, everyone. Thanks for stopping by. How are you today? Are you crafting? Are you cleaning from Thanksgiving? Are you working? I'm working. Today I wanted to show you, well, first, I've never made a December daily, and part of the reason I have never made a December daily is because I never had time. I never took the time, actually. And Angela Kerr from Angela Kerr Designs gave away in her Facebook group some great pages. She gave away some papers, and she gave away some embellishments, like little note cards and things like that, which I'll get to. So I decided I'm going to take that free little kit that she gave, and I'm going to make a December daily, and I'm going to show you how simple it was. If you can be organized, you could make this in an hour. So all you'd have to do is take the files that she gave away and print them. I printed mine twice, just so I'd have enough papers to work with for my December daily. I didn't have to, because I didn't need them all twice. But that's okay, because now I have scraps and I have papers to work with as I work in my December daily. As you can see, I just used tea-stained paper and the items that she gave away. So, and I also pulled from some magazines. I pulled from a cookbook. I pulled from my stash from previous Christmas. I have a file that I keep all of the Christmas things I want to keep for the following year, the following year after that, the following year after that. Anything I've printed that I haven't used, I keep in a file. It says Christmas, and I file it in my filing cabinet. You could get a file box or however you file your items. So the first thing I did was I decided what was going to be my cover, and I printed that on cardstock, and I double-sided it, and I used pretty much a non-directional paper so I wouldn't have to worry about it. And then I chose what I wanted to do for the inside. And so this was my inside page, and I just backed it with this. And then the rest is tea stained, except for the papers here and there that she so kindly gave to us. Okay? And then once I did that, I put all my papers together. So I just took my tea stain paper, I took my paper that I had printed, and I decided where everything was gonna go. Once that was done, I was done, pretty much. So all I did then was I made my holes in my grommets to where I wanted the closure. And then I place these inside. These clips I will take out. Those were just to remind me that I had these left over in my Christmas stash, these little ruffles. I made these years ago, but I still had them in my Christmas file. They were in the fabric little plastic thing that I keep the stuff in. So I guess the biggest takeaway from this is organization. And you could do this so quickly. And it would be a great gift as well. It wouldn't have to be a December daily. So now I've got my papers together, and I know where everything is gonna go. I did my sewing. I just sewed this on. You don't have to. You could glue it on or do nothing. But that's gonna be my center page, and you'll see why. Other than that, everything else is just tea-stained paper, except for the paper that Angela gave in her kit, in her little giveaway, in her free, wonderful Christmas gift that she has gifted us. And I know we have gotten so many freebies from Rach and Bella Crafts, but I've worked for with that kit a lot, so I decided to use this kit to make my December daily. And you don't need that much. So now what I'm going to do is get my items that I use to bind my signatures. So I keep all of my things that I'm going to use to bind my signatures in here. This is just a little bag. It Velcros actually. It's a makeup bag. I got it for $1. It's a Mary Kay makeup. It hangs, and I just Velcro it to that. And I keep this and some ribbons and things like that. So I took this out, and now I'm just gonna poke some holes. My needle is already pre-threaded right here in my little sewing thing that I keep on my desk. And I'm gonna poke my holes just by eyeballing. I'm gonna poke a middle hole right through, like that. And then I'm gonna poke a hole down here. And I don't have to worry about pockets or anything because I didn't put anything in there. This is just a December daily. This is for me. So it doesn't have to be anything special. And there you go. And then I'm just gonna do a 3 pamphlet stitch. I wanna put this back in my bag because it likes to roll away. And I'm just gonna do a 3 pamphlet stitch. So you go in through the middle, and you wanna decide, do you want your thread on the inside or the outside? I want my thread to end up on the outside, so I'm gonna start by going this way, because I want my thread on the outside, because I might put charm or something on there. So I just do this. I take this piece of string and I wrap it around my paper clip, and that will hold it there so I won't pull it through by accident. Then I'll go up to the top hole, make sure it goes through to the back. And you just want to make sure you have enough pages to write in. So I'm going to just pull this out because it's in my way. I am going to now pull this, make sure that's long enough, it is. And I am going to simply go to my last hole, and you all know how to do this, I'm sure. But for those of you that don't, it's so simple. I'm using a waxed linen thread, but you can use any kind of thread with this. You could use embroidery floss, you can use anything. You could use ribbon, you could use anything, but I want to be simple because it's for me and I don't need to be fancy. So then I've chosen my pages and I've put my pages together like so. And now I want to just make sure that they're on opposite sides like this. Okay, so this is over here and this is over here. I'm gonna pull this way just to make sure everything's tight, and then I'm just gonna tie a knot. I would tie a bow maybe, but I might want to put something on those, so I'm just gonna tie a knot. Like this. And I am just going to cut my strings. I'm just going to leave those in case I want to put something on them, and if I don't, I'll tie a bow later. And then I'm just going to push down on those little holes that I made just to make sure everything looks nice and neat, which it does. It looks great. And then I'm simply going to put my things away because I have to stay organized. And I keep everything in here when it's my binding method for my one signature. That's what I use. Okay, so then the next thing you're going to do, like I said, I've already put my grommets in. So, and, whew, first check and make sure all your pages are going the right way, which they were. I had it the wrong way when I opened it back up again. I was like, oh no, I put it in upside down. Make sure your pages are all going the right way before you do this step. Okay, so there is my December daily. That's it. That's all you have to do. But I won't stop there. The reason why I took this page, you know, it was a full page, and I cut it down so that I could fit it here. I am going to take my little, well, this one's not little, but I'm going to take my paper, my hole punch, and I'm going to make a, try and do it evenly. And I'm simply going to make a divot there. And then I'm going to go to the back, because there's one on the back, and I'm going to make one in the middle there. And this is not easy to do on camera. I might have to twist and turn it a little bit. I am going to decorate for Christmas today because the tree is up. I just have to decorate. So today is house cleaning and decorating. Do you find yourself like almost spring cleaning for Christmas? I don't throw these away because they're very useful to me. So I'll just put that to the side. It's just a scrap, I know, but I use them in so many things. I use them as in, you know, I might put something like this. Where did that other one go? I can't see it right now, but I'll take these and use them as page turners. I'll put one here and one on the other side and then glue them together. But what did I do with the other one? Oh well, we won't use those today. I'm just giving you an example of why I keep it. Now for my middle signature, I am going to take and put, now this is just some, I have no idea. I don't even know where I got it. But it's just some chiffon, like a ribbon type thing. You could put ribbon, you could put anything. You don't have to sew it. You can glue it with some Fabri-Tac, but I sewed it. So then I'm going to take some scraps that I had, and I'm going to make some little pockets in here to keep things in. I'm going to put this on this side, and this on this side. Then I'm going to put this here, and I'm going to put this here. And that's just to tuck things in that I'll be using in my December daily. So I'll just take some glue. And I will go around my edges. Oh, that's stuck to my finger. See? My basket's a little bit too far away. Seems like Christmas really came fast this year. And I did a Christmas in July, but it didn't prepare me. So I am going to do Christmas every day. I mean, not every day. I'm sorry. Once a week. I'm going to do something Christmas and put it away for next Christmas. Like I might make some tags. I might make some journaling cards. I might make some, I don't know. So then I'm just going to push that a little bit just so I can get things in easy, you know, easily. For those of you who don't visit me on a regular basis, that's what I do. So I can get things in and out, you know, a little bit easier. And you could use vellum here so you can see your things, you know, inside, but I'm using everything. I'm just using what was in the kit, what was in the freebie. So then I'm going to take this piece and do the same thing. And I just snipped my corners with my scissors just to give them a little bit more decorative look. I just want to make sure that's going the right way, or the way I want it. Yep, it is. This is pretty non-directional, but I just wanted to make sure that all of the pattern was all going the right way. And as you can see, or you will see throughout the book, this is my favorite page because I used it a lot. So I don't want to go all the way to my spine there. So, and I pre-cut my papers before I decided, you know, okay, I'm ready, I can put it together now. And it didn't take me more than an hour to get this put together. You know, as far as what I wanted where. It's all about, you know, just organizing yourself. Choose what you want to put in your journal or your December daily or whatever you're creating. And then make a plan as to what you want and where you want it, and then just simply put it together. So yeah, that's all you do. And like I said, use those. I love to use the like decorating magazines or decorating books or recipe books. I see them in the thrift shop, so I pick them up all the time, especially the Christmas ones, because they have first of all, they have the best ideas. Even the older ones have just great ideas. And then just keep them with your Christmas things. And then pull them out and flip through them and start, you know, tearing pages and things like that. So, you know, you don't have to use all digitals. You can use anything. And I just backed all my pages. I ran them back through and chose one of my tea-stained background, you know, just one of my tea-stained papers that I had in my file. And I picked that for the backing, just so that wherever I put my pages, if it needed a backing, then it was there. So then I'll put that down and push it just a little bit. Run my finger across the bottom, hold it. And now I can get in and out of my pockets easily. And then I know with Rach and Bella, they had a free words and sentiments, you know, sleigh ride and things like that. I happen to have a whole stack of those. Everything I'm using for this is in this little bowl right here. Now, I know I filled it up a little bit too much. But in this bowl is where I keep all my words and sentiments and numbers and things like that. And this is from Angela Kerr as well. I bought this kit several years ago, and I keep everything in, you know, I put all my words in here that I want to put in here. Okay. So then the next thing I'm going to do is, so that's it. It's put together. It's all set. I have my little hole here. I've chosen this to use as my closure, and I am going to double it like so. I'm going to put it through here. Oh, I'll show you this in a minute. Well, I'll show you now. What I'm going to do with this is just make another pocket. So I'm going to simply take my glue. I'm going to glue it here and along the bottom. I'm going to use my different glue because that's just being a pain. I need to fill it. So I'm going to take my glue and go along the edge here. Now I'm going to glue my edge here. And then I have another pocket to keep things in to work with on my decorating and things like that as I work in it, not as I create it. This is just to, I'm putting this together so that I have pockets and places to keep things, so that as I work in it on a daily basis, which I will every morning, because I can in the morning. I don't work. I work from home. So in the morning, first thing I'll do is come in and work on my December daily. And that might mean I will write in it my daily prayers or my thoughts, or things like that. It might mean that I'll keep my gesso and my watercolors on my desk. And there's enough room on my desk to keep my little box of watercolors and my gesso. So I have that, and then my bag of scraps to work with. And then whatever I chose to put in the book to work with. My December daily. Am I making sense? It's early. I don't know how long it's going to take to put this up. Yesterday it took 2 hours for it to process and post. It was crazy. I don't know why. Sometimes I think it's the time of day you do it. Or, I don't know. I mean, I literally put my phone next to my router so that it would process faster. It did too, by the way. So I'm just like taking my fingernail and making sure my holes are neat. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip through my pages and just go along them so that everything is nice and neat. And as you can see, all my pages are blank because those are my pages I'm going to use to decorate or to write in during the month of December. And you don't have to use the whole page. You could write, December 15th and start writing or decorating. You could decorate this whole page. You could collage it. You could do whatever you wanted to. Or you could do December 15th up here and then draw a line, or, decorate it or whatever with a piece of paper, and then do December 16th here. You don't have to do each page. I put in enough pages to do every day, including January 1st. And my January 1st page will be my goals, whatever those goals may be. For me, it will be my goals for my crafting. What do I want to accomplish? What ideas do I have starting in January for my YouTube, or whatever, I have in mind for the coming year. So I left enough pages to be able to do that. So that's all I did. And there I have a December daily. And like I said, it was all free from Angela. All I used was my ink. She, was the one that gave me very kindly, not just me, her whole Facebook group. And, Rach and Bella do the same. I'm not in a lot of other groups, so I don't know about everyone, but I know that all the digital designers, most of them anyway, give either 50% off or, so check those out too, so that you're not late. I didn't, I have to trim that edge up a little bit, which sometimes will happen when you, excuse my reach, sometimes that will happen when you put it together. You'll get, you'll see that it's not, that you may not have cut that particular piece straight. I know my cover's straight, so that might not be straight, or I may not have glued it straight or what have you, but just trim it. It's still perfect. Okay, so then, where are we? We're at 24. There's your December daily. I am going to show you how I am now going to, I think I'll just use one. I'm using some seam binding. And I decided on green because there's a lot of red. And I'm just gonna put that in. And what I do is I tie a knot like so, but I don't pull it real tight. And then I'll tie another knot, and I don't pull it real tight. I just, you know, keep it kind of loose like this. Then I'll pull it like this, okay? Then I take my fabric tack, you know, or any kind of fabric glue, and I'll glue that here where my grommet is. And then I'll pull that down. Then I take a clip and I'll clip it. I don't specifically use these. I have other ones that I use, but that's in my little thing right there, so that's what I'm using. You can use a paper clip. So I'll leave that there till it dries. Then I'll take my other end, and as you can see, I'm not cutting it yet because I don't know how long I want my strings. I'm going to do the same thing with the other side. I'm going to go through, and I'm going to take it and I'm going to make a knot and not pull it real tight because I don't want it real small. I don't want it to go through that hole. And I'm going to tie another one. And you're going to see that this looks so pretty. It looks almost like a little rosebud when you're done. And I'm going to just kind of tug on it a little bit, but not too much because you don't want it to go through that hole. And then I'm just going to take my glue again. I'm going to put it on the fabric, on the, you know, the seam binding. And I'm just going to pull it. And then I'm going to get another clip. I'll just use a paper clip for now. Oh, no, that's not going to work. I need a clip. I'm so used to using my clips, and they're in my little box, which I didn't prepare for. And they're over at my sewing table because I was sewing. There. I have to remember to put some of those clips in my little sewing box that I keep on my desk. That's a good thought. I have to remember to do that. I keep them all in one tin, but I do use them a lot for my when I'm crafting. So there's my, just gonna leave that there for a second while it dries onto the metal, which it has, well, almost. I'm just gonna leave that there for now. And I'm gonna leave that until I'm done, you know, until it's completely dry. And just make sure I pinch it there. Just make sure this is pinched right. Yep, it is. And there I go with that. And then I have to make sure, there you go. And now I have my closure. Okay, simple, simple, very simple. Now what I did was I took what she gave us. Oh, okay, well first she gave us some really cute journaling cards. So this is one, and this is one, and this is one. Here's one. That's a double. And these are doubles. These are doubles. So, and then I just back them with some tea stained file folder. So those are all done. Okay. So then what I'm going to do is I took my biggest ones and I took this one, and that's why I printed doubles, because I wanted to use these as pockets somewhere. So I have a pocket here. So I think I'll put a pocket here. I'm going to use these as pockets. So I'm just going to take and snip my corners just the bottom. I'm going to leave the top. I'm just going to do the bottom. And like I said, this has file folder on it, so I'm going to manipulate it so that I don't want it, I don't want it real flat. Isn't that adorable? It is so cute. This kit is adorable. Thank you so much, Angela. I really appreciate it. And like I said, I'm not doing anything fancy now. That is my playtime. That's going to be my playtime. That's going to be when I do my December daily. I'm going to play with my items. I'm going to make some tags. I might collage a page. I might make some more pockets. I don't know. But I have everything that I want. I'll show you in a minute. So I'm going to put this pocket here. And you saw how I manipulated it so it won't go down real flat. And then just push a little bit on your sides so your things go in and out easy. And you could put a punch there if you wanted to, but it's tiny. So yeah, use your little journaling cards as a pocket. And you saw how easy that was. And you don't have to back it. I just had it back because I was going to use it for a journaling card. But then I thought, wait, I could use some more pockets. So there I have another pocket. And then I'll choose another page, perhaps this side, and I'll put, well, actually I want to put this, well, no, that has already December 25th, so I will do what I thought I would do. Come back here to this page and put it on this side, and then I have another pocket. So I will just snip my corners a little bit, make it look a little bit more like a pocket. Manipulate it a little bit because, like I said, I have file folder behind it, and I glued it with glue sticks, so sometimes you'll have to manipulate them a little bit if you're going to make them into pockets. So I just manipulate it like that. And I go around the edge so I have enough real estate in there. I don't go all the way to the top either. I leave enough space so that it doesn't come away from, you know, I might come down like a quarter of an eighth of an inch maybe. Let me just put the cover on this because it likes to dry real fast. If I can see it. There we go. And I'm going to place this, actually I'm going to place it here because there's too much busyness on that page to put it there. So I'm just going to place it here, push it up on the sides a little bit, and come around my bottom, like so. And now I can go in and, where's my center page? I'll show you why I put these here, because Angela has a kit that has Christmas sentiments. I don't know if she's made a new one for this year, but I have all these words and they're already fussy cut. They've been in, you know, they were in a, my little plastic folder where I keep all my Christmas words and sentiments, and I keep them separate, and it says Angela Kerr Designs on it. It's just about organization, really. So I will just take these and they will give me my little bit of inspiration and also decorate my pages nicely, you know. So I could do something like this, you know, put long ones down here and short ones in here. I could do all the red ones together. I could do all the green ones together, all the florals together, you know, or what have you. But here, you get the point. I'm not going to put them all in because you get the point. But I might put this on my front. So I'm going to keep that out. And then all my plain ones I'll keep together down here. The ones that don't have any any pattern on them. Because I might use those in something else. You know, I might be working on something and say, oh, wait, in my December daily, I have some words I could use. But that whole kit will fit in these pockets. This whole Christmas sentiment kit. And it's not expensive at all. And it's very versatile. It goes with so many things that you'll make. Whether you're making something pastel for Christmas or you're making something, you know, very traditional or Victorian or vintage, you've got all your things. You know what? I might as well just put everything in where it goes because I'm here and I can fix them up later. But, well, I'll put those to the side. So here's some bigger ones I'll put down here because the bigger ones could also be a pocket. Okay? So that's just an idea. Or it could be a journaling card. It could be whatever you want it to be. I'm just giving you suggestions for these. Okay? I might have, may you have a December to remember. No, I'm going to do Merry Christmas, I think, for my friend. I don't know yet. That part I haven't gotten to yet. I love Christmas. I could put that on the front. I mean, it's just so much. Hope, that's my yearly word, so I might use that for the front. I don't know. But that's for me to decorate later after I've put this together. And then I'll take what she gave us in the kit, all these cute little cards, and I'll go in the front here, my journaling cards, and I'll keep my journaling cards in here so that I have them. And you can print these up or take other journaling cards that you've already made, and I'll put some in the back as well. You might have some in your stash, but I'm using just things that she gave me in the kit to show you you could do this with a free kit and have a December daily. It's not, I mean, I'm so glad that I did this because I really wanted to do one this year, especially because we have had a very difficult year. Things are getting better, but they still could be better. But for those of you that follow me, we've had hurricanes and we have a crisis with our daughter currently, and we've been working through that. So, yeah, nothing's ever perfect. For those of you that are watching, nothing's perfect. So you're not alone. You're not alone. So what I will do is one more thing. Yesterday while I was playing, I took some scraps and I made a piece of jewelry from my book. So all I did was I took this piece of scrap, this piece of scrap, and this piece of scrap, and then I cut them to how I wanted them. Oh, and then this piece of scrap. I cut them to how I wanted them. I put some glass glitter on them. This took me literally 3 minutes. I just cut pieces how I wanted them. That's all I did. And these are scraps from what I created, okay, from this. And then I put this little charm that says joy. You don't have to do that. You could make one out of paper. And this is going to go right. I'm going to just take it, push it through my cardstock, and it's going to go right here just because I love things that look pretty. And there you have it. You have yourself a really cute December daily. Now, to keep myself organized so that I have everything together for how I, you know, for what I might want to use, I went through some things and I pulled some things. Isn't that adorable? And I'm leaving these long because I might put, you know, a charm or a, you know, a jingle bell. I have lots of those. I might add some, you know, paper Christmas bells. I don't know. I might take some scraps and make something for these. I don't know. So I'm just going to leave them long. They're not in my way. And I'll take a look through it. So I have these, and I can take them off if they're in my way and then just put them back on. I have my Merry Christmas here, which I can glue here. Right? I mean, perfect. How perfect? It's just perfect. So I think I will do that. Thank you very much, Angela, for the wonderful papers. And you know, I always, well, not always, but most of the time, if you know me, I am a very pastel type person, but I can't tell you how much I love this journal. I cannot wait to start working with it every day for the month of December. Even if I just write my thoughts, even if I don't have time to decorate or whatever, you know, I have it. It's here. And I will try and put this in the middle, which is about here. And there you go, a December daily. So pretty. So just to recap this part, I have my journal. I have my little pretty here that I hung on the side. And then you open it. Make sure you don't have any glue. It's still glued. I'm rushing. Here's some journaling cards in this pocket. My first page. And then tea stained. And then another little pocket that I could put anything in, really. I made this yesterday too. This is just a, this is a flip down, and I made a little journaling. I made a little, I'll show you real quick on here. So I'm just going to take a journaling card and I'm going to stick it in here. And then it looks like a little pocket, but it's not. It's just a collage piece of tea stained paper, but you have writing space here, writing space here, a little bit of a writing space tuck under there. And it goes like this, and I'll place it inside this pocket. And then I just put a little button on it. See, I already started decorating and I shouldn't have, but, oh, and then I'll take this. I'm not going to do it now, but I'm going to add this to one of my pages just to decorate it, but I'll have it. And then I have all my words and what have you in the center, and then my pages. And that's it. There's my December daily. So the last thing I wanted to show you is I took my scraps and then things I wanted to play with. Things I've either made in the past and not used or what have you. So there's my December daily. All done. Isn't that great? It's adorable. It's so sweet. I can't wait to start working in it. So I'll just put that to the side for a minute and show you. I have a little bit of sparkle on my desk. So what I did was I made myself a paper bag. If you want to go back a couple of videos, I show how to make these. So I made myself a paper bag, and inside my paper bag, I put all my scraps, my tea stain paper, anything I had left over, whether it was I double printed it, I printed it wrong, whatever, I put inside this bag. And this bag will keep all my things that I need to use if I want to collage. I also have these things that I pulled. Book page. I had these in my stash that I thought I'd use. They're just pictures of little girls that I have in, I don't know what kit, because they were already cut out. I made this last year. It's just out of vellum, and I put this little boy on it and just outlined the edges with some gold. And this is just music paper. So I'm going to put that in my bag. And then I had this pretty picture of, I'm pretty sure this is Emma from, doesn't matter. This is a book page, children's book page, but it's a little boy with a sled. This is out of a magazine. It's another picture. This is out of a book page. These are all out of a decorating magazine. This is a paper clip I made last year with some napkin, decoupaged, and it's a paper clip. It's a hidden paper clip, and I just put a bow on the top, you know, just some ribbon on the top. So I pulled that out. And then I just made a little pocket out of some of Angela's paper. This was something I had made last year and didn't use. It's got a little pocket here. It's out of a cookbook. Little pocket here. And then I hand stitched across the front of it. And then I'll probably watercolor that. That's probably why I didn't use it, because I never got around to watercoloring this. This is really nice paper. This came out of one of my older cookbooks. This came out of one of my decorating magazines. I thought that would make a nice journaling card. These are all from my decorating magazine. So yeah, pick those up at your thrift store. All of this is now going to go inside here, because I'll probably use those in my December daily. So I just pulled some things that I thought I might use in my December daily. The other thing I want to use in my December daily is my mother and father-in-law met on a ship in 1932. They had both just graduated from high school. And I didn't glue that. I didn't glue that side. I'll glue it later. But anyway, make yourself a paper bag, put all your scraps in it and things you might want to use with your December daily. Then take your December daily and simply get a clip like this, and then just clip it onto your December daily so everything stays together. And as you trim and cut and make things, put your scraps in your bag. And then you have it. Everything is together. And like I said, I will keep my gesso just in case I need it. And I will keep my watercolor. This is what I will keep together. Oh, I'll also put a pen inside my bag and my glue stick. One of my, oh my goodness, there's glue on that. Hold on. Oh no, I clipped it. Oh, I had it clipped to the bag. I'll also put a glue stick in my bag, a smaller one that I don't use all the time, and a pen or a pencil. So I'll take my pen that I'll be using, which I always love to write with these, and I'll put that in my paper bag. And then I'll clip it together. I'm sorry I didn't glue that. I don't know why I forgot to glue that, but I did. Anyway, you glue the side of your paper bag before you put anything in it. My faux pas. And then I'm just going to simply take and I'm going to clip this to my December daily. And then I have everything together. And then I'm going to keep everything here on my, somewhere on my desk so that I can just pull it in the morning and play. And then I can put it away. Okay? And it doesn't take up any room. I'll probably put this in a smaller container because I don't need this big jar on my desk. So I'll put it in a smaller container and just put the cover on it and have it. Okay? So there you go. And you can also keep some colored pencils or what have you. My father-in-law and mother-in-law dated. They met on a ship. She was going to Denmark from, she had just graduated high school. She was going back to Denmark. My father-in-law was going back to Austria, where he was from. And they were both living in the United States at the time. So they met on a ship, and they fell in love. And he went back to Chicago after his trip, and my mother-in-law went to Texas. My father attended Chicago Institute of Technology, which is like MIT, and my mother-in-law attended Baylor College in Texas, Tyler, Texas. And they wrote to each other for 32 years. They wrote to each other for 3 years. I have 174 love letters from them back and forth. And so I printed out one of the Christmas cards that my father-in-law had sent to my mother-in-law that says, "This greeting brings a message of good cheer and happiness for Christmas and the New Year, Wally." And it says, "Darling, please don't be angry. I'll write as soon as I get a chance to do so. Always, Wally." What a great Christmas card. So that's going to go in my December daily. So yeah, if you have any pictures or letters or anything, I mean, I'm so fortunate to have them. And like I said, I don't use them. I print them. And I printed this on newsprint, and all I'm going to, this is how it came out. It came out just like this, because it was the card. So I printed it, and then I folded it where it was supposed to be folded. It's kind of funny. Just reading it, every time I read it, I just chuckle. I don't know what she was angry about, but she must have been angry. They wrote every day. My son, he put all of the letters in chronological order for me, and then he scanned them and gave me the file. And I still have the originals, but I don't use the originals. I like to read them. And I'll pull out Easter ones and Valentine ones and, oh my goodness, postcards and you name it, I have them. So now I'll just glue that down, glue it across, and I have the original card without using the original card. And of course I didn't glue it right, so I'll just trim it a little bit, which is fine. It doesn't make any difference. It's just paper. And now I have a memory. My mother-in-law was 107 yesterday. My father-in-law was 108 on November 2nd. Of course, in heaven. I miss them dearly. But I always have memories of them, which I'm very fortunate. I have tons and tons and tons and tons of pictures. But is that not the sweetest thing? It's the sweetest thing ever. The sweetest thing ever. And that will go in my December daily. I just wanted to share that story with y'all. Thank you for listening. But yeah, so that will go with my December daily, and I'll pop that in somewhere and write about them. And maybe a Christmas memory favorite Christmas memory I have. Or I have to read the letters before this to find out how long it was since the last time he wrote. It was probably 3 days, because like I said, I have 172 letters. Not counting the postcards or the little cards that come with the flowers. If you get flowers, those little cards that come with the flowers, I have those. I have them all. I have everything. She saved them in a box, and on top of the box it said Wally box. So all the letters that he sent to her, she saved in a box, and all the letters that she sent to him unknowingly, he saved them in a box. So I combined them, and my son put them in chronological order, and they started in 1932 until they got married, which was after graduation. So I guess 3 years or 4 years. I'm not sure. I don't remember. But anyway, that's it. That's today's video on how to make a quick, easy, affordable because the digitals were free, December Daily. And now I have all my things to play with starting December 1st. And I'll have a December Daily for the first time in the 4 years I've been doing this. I'm so excited. And you don't have to use paper. You can use anything, magazine, book pages, anything to make these. But I just wanted to show you something you could do with free digitals. Okay? So, that said, be well. Let's see, my scraps. And I have my card. And I have my December Daily. I can put that clip away. And I have lots of other things over here too that I pulled. Give you an example. Greeting card. More pictures. More book page. Just, you know, some more things that I have over here that I have to put away. But I will do that after the video. I'll either put them in my scrap bag to use, or I'll put them in my December Daily to have it ready. So, that said, have a great day wherever you are. And be well, be safe, and God bless. Love y'all. Bye-bye.